Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, once again, we're still questioning why we're randomly doing VTuber news, but this was kind of an intriguing one to go and talk about. Where apparently right now, Dokbird is not necessarily getting any hate on this per se, but more so a lot of, I guess, community attention. A lot of other VTubers I've had a chance to see and follow and know have kind of wanted to chime on in. Where apparently Dokbird's overall, like, 3-day debut, and if you guys are just my normal subscribers or randomly showed up here, usually a VTuber or a content creator even, but mainly in the VTubing sphere, we'll do a thing called like a debut, where they'll go and have a brand new model, like animations, figures, emotes, whatever it might be, like basically a big event to like launch a new character. I think maybe like a movie where a new movie character is being done, or a new anime, TV show. Like you're trying to hype it up, mention it, and release something unique. And well, that's what I want to go do myself, so subscribe if you guys are hyped up for that whenever that happens sooner than later, because it's already all done. But people are questioning the cost. And that's why this stuff is crazy, because this viral post over here saying apparently Dokbird's 3D model is gonna cost $100,000 alone. $100,000. That is crazy. And of course, Doki themselves respond, but I want to talk about this because, oh my god, like, that's like a Lamborghini. I mean, a very old used one probably, but like, good god. Or a very mediocre home in like middle of nowhere, like you're in Arkansas or something. But like, still, you can quite literally buy a home for that much money. Not a good home, and not a crazy home, but still. And this got a lot of people's attention. There's even comments over here too as well saying 50K for a debut is crazy. To think it's normal for companies to spend that amount of money is incredible. To tell you the truth, I'm in shock over here. Just a little shout out to my homie Jajori over here. But look at this. Hi, sorry. Just wanted to clear up the misinformation, but it's the budget for the whole like 3D debut itself. So like, just imagine everything, like animations and alerts and concerts, which is crazy. I saw a concert. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I think it's cool. I support it if people are into it. That's awesome. If you have the money to do it, for the fans, do it. I'm 1,000,000% for it. I would just never spend like $50,000 on a concert. But say I saw a lot of the Dragoons, their community, were confused. Why would it cost that much? But it doesn't mean that it will cost 100K in total. It's what I'm setting aside to make it possible. Okay, so it's like the upper budget. My budget is actually the regular price range for these, for similar debuts that a lot of the people will see from bigger companies. So think like the VShojo, that's gone the rip. But like, these big debut companies, Japanese companies, concerts, whatever. Like, people get into VTubing. I think it's cool. It's a cool idea. That's why I'm tinkering around with it myself for making these videos. I'm intrigued. More so on like the deeper aspects of it, like the how to launch an event, like merchandising of it, the business end. I love that stuff. Like, I would love to be like an agency owner in the future, because I like this stuff a lot. Doing sponsors, working with brands, promoting stuff. Like, I like that. So the birthday concert was $50,000. Okay, damn. And the debut itself will be much bigger with a bigger setup. More guests and requires to rent the studio for longer. It also goes into the staff in the 3D motion capture studio, designing the various custom 3D stages and props, the post-production team and staff, renting the studio, and hotels and flights for all their guests. So like, imagine like the friends who want to do like a live concert. It is possible to do a 3-day debut similar to the big companies, but I'm just an indie. So a lot of things have to be made from scratch, and that's where the majority of the budget goes. So think like you have like a bigger company, once again, VShojo, RIP, they'd probably have similar assets, can use it for future events. You invest $100,000, you ideally would make a lot more and could reuse it for future events, concerts, whatever it might be. But god, so that's why I'm working extra hard this year, so I can get my Dragoons the debut they've been waiting 4+ years for. I respect it, like, good stuff. You got the money and stuff, that's fine. And like, people are calling people like, financially illiterate and stuff. Like, there is a lot of work going on with this too. It's such a large amount of cash. What is so expensive? I thought models are like 10K at most. Surely 90K isn't other stuff, right? It probably is more of the other stuff. So, but people are like cool with it. Sounds like it's going to be incredible. Don't forget the little bump. This feels like a community note. They're excited. These events are so much, they inspire me. Do not add the jingle jingle to the 3D model. People have that. It's insane to me that this stuff costs so much. Like, who sets the prices and why do so many just go with it? It's just a lot of people are like this. Have a budget of 100K. Meanwhile, I'm struggling to pay for life and the most basic of laptops so I can even stream again. Man, life hates me. Like, I get it, dude. Like, that's a lot of money. But, like, it's cool that they're doing this for, like, the fans. A lot of people are saying they appreciate it, and it's cool. So the next level for this, though, is a lot of content creators, myself included. That is a lot of money, man. Like, I've even saw, like, this concert. I was just curious, like, the vibe of this. Like, this is cool. Would I ever go here? No. I mean, maybe it was like one of my friends that were making this, or like I was with like an off-kai or something, like I'm chilling, or I'm just at the event and I'm just seeing what's going on. I'd probably sit there and just soak it on in. Why not? But this is a good example of what they've done and spent money on. Like, obviously, maybe not one-to-one, but you can kind of see, I think they did a few zoom-ins on this. Like, you can see a little bit better. Like, I think this thing looks like it has a lot of effort, a lot of work. Would I go here? Probably not. Like, I mean, some people are doing it. Some people just want to goof around and have fun. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. You have fun. That's the whole point of VTubing, making content for your fans. Like, it's just like-minded people who think this is cool. There's nothing wrong with it, But would I ever spend $100,000 myself as a content creator? No. But if I did have the money and I did like it, I probably would. A lot of content creators, though, were making the comments on. I'm going to zoom in. It is cool. It's a cool idea. But a lot of people, I would say, were like, yeah, my model, even crazy rigging, crazy modeling, $5,000, $10,000 for the upper echelon. And even 3D models are usually, like, you can make them relatively decently good for a pretty low price. I'm sure stadiums and stuff or whatever. But I feel like if you gave me 25 grand, I can make this all happen in like, a few months and make it easier. But that's just me. I don't know, maybe the travel is more expensive. Maybe they go a little above and beyond. Like a 90%, so 100%. I've done a lot of work with artists, 3D modelers. I've made my own VTuber model. And like I just know a lot of VTubers at this point. But I think at the end of the day, if it's worthwhile for the fans, I think it's worth the money. If you got the time and effort and money to do it, I would say go and do it. Why not? So all the good luck for it. I hope it goes phenomenal. But like I said, a lot of VTubers are just assuming that's a lot of money, man. Like, that is a lot of money. Like $100,000 for VTubing stuff. That is the type of budget I'm jealous of. I'll be honest with you. Like, no hate. No hate. If I was rich, I'd be doing stupider stuff with my money myself, especially for my community, my fans, or people I know, my friends, whatever. And if you have an excuse to do a live in-person 3D mocap showcase and have these memories as you were an actual idol, I'm sure this woman loves it. I'm sure any girl out there who'd want to live this idol life, just more in the general sense, I think they'd probably enjoy it a lot. So I think it's cool. I think it's cool they're doing it. But once again, a lot of VTubers do think that's too much money. A lot of weird kind of back and forth saying more power to you, girl. But Jesus Christ, it's a lot. And I think that's okay. Like, it's their money, their choice, their vibe, their community, their business tax write-off. I'd love to hear your thoughts and comments and everything down below. Subscribe if you guys are new. I appreciate y'all for watching.